Hello, my name is Joshua Stan, and I oversee IT at CTI Foods, a custom food manufacturer based in the US. Today, I want to talk to you about a lot of the great tools that Domo's developed to manage your entire data pipeline, from connecting to data to building out a data lake, a data warehouse with all your data transformations in it, and then sharing it out to the enterprise so that it can really be a self-service tool. And the best part is that anyone in their organization can be the data hero. It doesn't have to be an IT person. You can be in finance, you can be in marketing, you can be in operations. Domo has the easiest to use platform out there with a built-in user interface that a 2-year-old could learn. Organizations large and small in industries as diverse as retail, manufacturing, healthcare, and finance have similar problems when it comes to data. It's everywhere, there's a lot of it, and you got to figure out how to connect, centralize, organize, transform, and democratize data across the organization. And this can span from just a handful of users to tens of thousands of users. And it's a monumental task for any organization. I estimate that about 80% of the work of a successful BI deployment actually comes on the back end with data. That's both connecting to it, bringing it all together, transforming it, and then publishing it out to the users. Domo's easy-to-use interface means that anyone can do it. You can be the data hero of your organization, whether you're in finance, IT, marketing, operations. Anyone can be successful with Domo. And before I get too far along, Domo has also added a helpful guide for their entire suite of data tools that's now available in the data center under advanced tools. And all the connector library, which has over 750 connectors pre-built, is also available in the data center inside of Domo. So first I want to talk about connecting to data. One of the struggles that we have is that you have so many disparate systems throughout the enterprise, and you might have a data warehouse or even a data lake today that centralizes a lot of the data, but it might not be complete. So you might have Excel files out there. You might have other systems that are one-off systems that IT doesn't really care about. And so you need to bring all that data together. With Domo, you can do that. So you can connect to pretty much any data source out there if it has an API or if they have the pre-built connector, and you even can create your own custom connectors. And so when you look at a lot of different tools, everyone has Salesforce, generic connectors like Microsoft SQL, and AWS, and then you can always bring in Excel files. But Domo really built out their connector library that you can connect to virtually anything that's out there. And during my second proof of concept with Domo, I connected to over 24 different data sources with hundreds of data sets out there in just a few short weeks. So Domo has a lot of built-in tools that can also help you manage your data as you're bringing it into Domo and connecting it. Partitions, upserts, rolling windows, and again, it's all built with an easy-to-use UI, so you don't really need to know any programming languages. SQL helps, but otherwise, it's pretty straightforward and easy. Basically, the centralization of all your source data is known as a data lake. So it's a big data repository that has all your data in it. And combined with the native connectors that are built in Domo, you can actually create your data lake inside of Domo. And so you don't need a third-party system, whether in the cloud or on-prem, to be your data lake for all your source data to store it. You can build that right inside of Domo and streamline your data pipeline. Using Domo as a data lake, you also aren't limited because you can use write-back connectors to write back to source systems. You can use the API or an ODBC connector to get data in and out of Domo pretty easily. You can scale to millions of rows, billions of rows, trillions of rows. And one of the things that's great is that you don't have to manage all the resources in the back end. Domo manages that all for you. So once you get all your data in, it's important also to organize because if you're going to have thousands of data sets with billions of rows, trillions of rows even, you need to organize all this data. Organization's key. So in Domo, you have things, you can use naming conventions of the data sets, you have data set types, you have data set tags, and you also have customizable schemas that you can use to make it easy for users to find data and to actually be able to use it. To help you manage the platform, Domo also makes available Domo governance data sets that can tell you all about the data sets, the update history, And they even have some quick start pages that can get you up and running to monitor all of your data and organization on the back end. My favorite part of Domo is the transformation capabilities that are in the platform. So once you get all your data inside of Domo, you can actually transform it. So you can combine Salesforce data with your ERP data, or with marketing campaigns with Google AdWords and Microsoft Bing. They have several different tools. One is Magic ETL. From a capability, speed, and most importantly, ease of use, it's one of the best tools out there that I've found out of all these transformation tools, whether built into other products or third-party on the market. It has an easy-to-use drag-and-drop interface. So again, you don't need to know any programming language. Any analyst in any business in any department can actually be a data transformation specialist and be that data hero of their organization. Now, you also have a new tool which was introduced last year at Domopalooza, which is views. And so dataset views have really been developed over the last couple years. And there that allows you to clean a lot of your data even easier than it was before. Then you can use these in Magic ETL 2.0 to really transform it. Now, if you're a more advanced user and you want to use SQL, Domo has data transformation capabilities with both MySQL and Redshift. And if you're working with huge data sets and tremendous amounts of volume that are billions of rows, you can use a tool called Adrenaline, which really is like a Speedy Gonzalez for the database world. And so that one basically has everything loaded already. And so to read the databases, it reads it in seconds. And so you can do a lot of things with huge data sets in a very, very little amount of time with the Adrenaline data flows. So all these tools are built into one integrated platform that has a nice user interface and is extremely easy for anyone to use. And even though I'm in IT right now, I came from a corporate finance background. So I learned this going along, and it was super easy to learn. The final step, once you get all your data together, transformed and into data sets that you're gonna report off of sales or marketing, then you wanna democratize it across the organization and make it so that other people can really build their own content and their own dashboards out. In closing, I'd like to say the power of Domo is unmatched by any BI tool on the market when you look at the complete set of tools. And a lot of times, the back end is actually overlooked when that's one of the most powerful assets that Domo really has. And so when you're looking at your data pipelines and how to organize all of your data, really look at Domo as a complete integrated solution coming from your source system all the way down to your production environment. I'd also like to say, talk to other Domo customers. Feel free to reach out to me. But if you ever have any questions about building out data pipelines and things like that, Domo has resources, and there's a big fan base of Domo users out there that are more than willing to help you be successful building out your data in Domo. So thank you.